I don't actually. I'm not so concerned with being remembered. I believe that you have one life. I believe that you will pass and everyone at some point will be forgotten. I don't live my life on the basis of how I want people to remember me. I live my life on the basis of how I want to live my life. It's many words. Sorry. The changes that I would like to see are, and they are coming in. When I was in school, there were 8 subjects that you could do: economics, biology, chemistry, maths, English. Now there's a number of different courses. There's a number of different vocational courses also for people who don't, who have certain training, who have certain skills. And I think schools and colleges are fostering that, which I think is really important. The one thing that I would love to see become more common, which I touched upon when I was speaking with you, was the gap year concept. I think that if that became understood to be a part of what is routine, and if you traveled and if you did exchange programs with people from other regions in the country, that would help us to become more unified as a country, understand different cultures, build tolerance, and also just expand this notion of what education means. I went to arguably one of the best colleges in the world. I went to Oxford to study history. I don't remember a single history date, but what I remember is that I learned how to make friends from different cultures. I learned how to use a washing machine. I learned how to cook dal chawal. I learned how to catch a bus and ride a bicycle. Those were part of my education, and that's when I really discovered who I was. How youngsters can communicate, I think it's definitely two-way. As I said, teachers and parents are also students. Students must vocalize and communicate with their parents without being afraid, without feeling either with peer pressure from their friends or pressure from their parents that they can't talk about what they want to do. So talk openly about what you're passionate about and ask and demand for what you want, because that's your right.
बहुत अच्छा रहा एक्सपीरियंस। इनफैक्ट ये जो बच्चे हैं हमारे कल के ओपिनियन लीडर्स हैं और हमारे देश का भविष्य है, और इनको सीरियसली लेना बहुत ज़रूरी है और इन तक ये बातें पहुंचना बहुत ज़रूरी है कि जो बातें इनको इंस्पायर करें, वो क्या करियर ऑप्शंस चूज़ करना चाहते हैं। क्योंकि आज का सब्जेक्ट ही ऐसा था कि काफ़ी हम अनकन्वेंशनल प्रोफेशन से हैं, डॉक्टर्स इंजीनियर्स नहीं बल्कि हमारे प्रोफेशन अलग हैं, तो उनको बताना बहुत ज़रूरी था। मैं तो स्कूल का बच्चा ही रुक गया था, मैंने पीटी शूज़ पहने हुए हैं और चेकर्ड शर्ट और टाई पहनी है। सुबह सुबह ये खुद पहन के आया था, तो आई वांटेड टू फील लाइक ए स्कूल किड एंड आई वांट टू बी लाइक देम व्हेन आई ग्रो ओल्ड, क्योंकि अंदर का बच्चा हमेशा जिंदा रहना चाहिए।
What I set out to achieve, and I think a lot of us relate to this, has kept changing over time. So I think the confidence comes from education, and I think what's common between all of us is that we completed our college education and sometimes even higher, such that we have the ability to be flexible and have the security to say that if this doesn't work out, there's always something else that you can do, and therefore to follow your heart and give it 100%.